Good day to all of you. Once again, this is your teacher Daniel, and today pag-aaralan naman po natin kung paano natin isosolve yung solution in a particular system. And of course, aside from graphing, paano natin malalaman kung yung system nila is consistent, dependent, or inconsistent systems. Now, on this topic, we're going to solve the solutions of systems of linear equations analytically by graphing, substitution, or elimination. Now, for our first example, we have y is equivalent to x minus 1 and y is equivalent to 1 half x plus 2. Una, tingnan muna natin kung napanood nyo po yung mga previous videos natin about on how to determine the type of systems that we have given the systems of linear equations. Kailangan tingnan po muna natin yung kanyang slope. So, ang slope po nung una nating linear equation is 1. The slope or m sub 1 is equivalent to 1. At yung slope naman po nung pangalawa nating linear equation is 1 half. So, m sub 2 is equivalent to 1 half. And since yung slope nila is not equal, where m sub 1 is not equal to m sub 2, that is, 1 is not equal to 1 half, since hindi pareho yung kanilang slope, we have a hint, we have a clue, na itong dalawang systems na to is actually an intersecting linear system. Or therefore, they are what? They are consistent systems. So, sigurado tayo na meron tong solution. Now, if we're going to graph these two linear systems, we have y is equivalent to x minus 1 and y is equivalent to 1 half x plus 2. Upon graph, makikita natin yung solution niya. Yung solution niya po, napaka-importante po kasi nitong solution na to, especially if we are now using this method in solving problems that has something to do with linear systems. So in this case, yung kanyang solution is at coordinate 6, 5. Ayan po. So whenever you want to use this method, this graphing method or this graphing technique, pag nag-graph mo yung dalawang linear systems, automatic makikita mo agad yung solution niya. Yung solution niya, yun yung that is the point or the coordinate where the two lines or linear system intersect. Kung saan sila nagko-cross. Ayan. Now, assuming na hindi tayo nag-graph, you could just immediately tell kung yung dalawang system may solution o wala. All you have to do is to look at the slopes. And whenever their slopes is not equal, it gives us a clue or a hint na yung dalawang system may solution. Now, i-double check natin by analytically. I-double check natin analytically kung yung solution niya nga ba ay 6, 5 or at a coordinate 6, 5. So, we can do that by using substitution. So, how do we use substitution? Pipili lang muna tayo ng either one of the linear equation. You can make use of y is equivalent to x minus 1 or you can make use of y is equivalent to 1 half x plus 2 as the value of y. Kasi yung linear equations natin is in slope-intercept form. So, automatic, meron na tayong value ni y. So, say for instance, ginamit natin yung unang linear equation. Ito po. As the value of y, all we have to do now is to substitute it to the second equation. So, what will be the value of y? The value of y here is, let's say, we want to use this linear equation. The value of y is x minus 1. And let us substitute it here. Ito po. So, the solution will be, let us just first copy, and y is equivalent to 1 half x plus 2. Let us substitute here the value of y with x minus 1 or the quantity x minus 1. So that is x minus 1 is equivalent to 1 half x plus 2. Ayan. And then, we're going to use, what is this? Mathematical manipulations or algebraic manipulations in order for us to find the value of x. Para yung x na lang yung matira later on. So, in this case, ang pinakamaiging gawin is i-combine natin yung mga similar terms. Ano po? So, we have here this term, and we can combine them by transposing those terms, as well as -1 and +2, those constants. Okay? So, let us try to transpose 1/2 x to the other side. So, that is x minus 1/2 x. Tapos, in -1, transfer natin sa kabila, or transpose natin sa kabila. So, that is 2, -1 becomes +1. While 1/2 x or +1/2 x becomes -1/2 x pag nalipat po natin sa kabila. So, here we have 1, kasi meron tayo dyang imaginary na 1, ano, or parang ghost number na 1, hindi na sinusulat. 1 minus 1/2 is just 1/2, right? So, that is 1/2 x. Now, 2 plus 1 is 3. Again, what we are going to do is to apply our technique in rational algebraic expression to evaluate this value. So that will become x over 2 is equivalent to 3. And then let us make use of cross multiplication. That will become x. O bakit x? Kasi di ba dito meron tayo ditong over 1. Pag nag-cross multiply tayo, si 1 magiging katabi ni x, si 2 magiging katabi ni 3. At yung operation between them is multiplication. Ayan po. So we have x is equivalent to 3 times 2. Or x is equivalent to 3 times 2 is just 6. Now, hindi pa tapos kasi ang value pa lang natin yung value pa lang ni x. We still have to look for the value of y para makumpleto yung coordinate natin. Take note na yung coordinate natin from our graph, the value is 6, 5. Check natin or double check natin kung tama nga yung makukuha natin. 6, 5 nga ba? So here, we already have the value of x or the ordinate, the value of the abscissa, which is 6. Let us find the value of the ordinate. That is y is equivalent to x minus 1. We can make use either of the two linear systems. Pwedeng ito, pero syempre, for practicality reasons, piliin mo na lang yung pinakamadaling gamitin or pinakamadaling isolve. So here, mas madaling isolve to kaysa dito kasi meron tayong 1/2. We will be dealing with fractions. Kung pwede namang maiwasan, edi gamitin natin yung yung mas madali. So we have y is equivalent to x minus 1. And let us try to substitute the value of x. The value of x there is 6 minus 1. Therefore, the value of y is 6 minus 1 is 5. Ayan. So, it is confirmed that the coordinate of intersection or the solution of these two systems is 6 or is at 6, 5. Yan po. Now, this time, there's another method in order to solve the two systems or in order to get the solution of the two systems by means of elimination. Ayan. So, instead of substituting the value of y with the quantity x minus 1 or vice versa, we could actually add these two system. Pero in using elimination, just be careful kasi po ang objective po ng ating elimination is kailangan may ma-cancel kang isang variable. Yun po. Whenever you add or subtract them. So let's say we have y is equivalent to x minus 1 and y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. Pag sinubtract po natin yung dalawang linear system, automatic may makakancel tayong isang variable, which is yun naman talaga yung objective ni elimination. Kailangan may makancel tayo at least isang variable. So if we want to subtract this, we're going to change the sign of the subtrahend, all the terms in the subtrahend, and we were going to proceed to addition. Now this time, we can now add y plus negative y. So makakancel sila, no? It's just 0. Makakancel po sila. Now here, we have 1. No need to write that 1. 1 minus 1/2 is just 1/2 or 1/2 x. 1/2 x. And here we have negative 1 minus negative 1 plus negative 2. Since they have, both of them have the same sign, of course, copy the common sign and then add the numbers or add the terms. So we have 1 and 2, that is 3. So we have now this expression, 0 is equivalent to 1/2 x minus 3. All we have to do now is to transpose negative 3. Pwede namang pwede namang 1/2 x yung i-transpose. Pero for convenience nga, again, for practicality reasons, kaya natin gustong i-transpose si negative 3 para maging positive siya. Para hindi na tayo magmumultiply ng negative 1 both sides. Ano po? Sige. So let us transpose negative 3 to the other side of the equation. That becomes positive 3. Anyway, 3 plus 0 naman is 3 pa rin naman, di po ba? So 3 is equivalent to 1/2 x, or 3 is equivalent to x over 2. Again, bakit x over 2? Kasi minultiply natin si 1/2 at saka si x. So here, we can make use of the cross multiplication or simply multiply both sides by 2. So x over 2 times 2, cancel yan. Tapos 2 times 3, this becomes 2 times 3, right? So 2 times 3 is equivalent to x, and 2 times 3 is 6, equivalent to x, and by symmetric property of equality, that is x is equivalent to 6. Or kung nahihirapan, as of now, nahihirapan pa rin kayong gumamit ng property natin, so instead of making use of the property in multiplication property of equality, we can make use of techniques naman in math or in algebra. Here we can cross multiply. So magiging katabi ni 2 si 3 at ang magiging katabi ni x si 1. No need to write 1. So we have 2 times 3, that is equivalent to x. 3 times 2 is again 6, is equivalent to x. So that the value of x is 6 by symmetric property of equality. Since we already have the value of x, katulad din nung ginagawa natin sa substitution, all we have to do now is to look for the value of y by substituting the value of x in either of the two linear equations. So kanina ginamit natin si y is equivalent to x minus 1. What if gamitin naman natin yung isa? Just out of curiosity, tingnan natin kung pareho yung sagot. Kung magiging 5 nga ba yung sagot. Sige. So y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. Ito yung ginamit natin, Tingnan lang natin kung 5 pa rin ba yung lalabas sa value ni y. So we have y is equivalent to 1/2 times the value of x, which is 6, plus 2. That is the same as 1/2 times 6 is 6 over 2 plus 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3 plus 2, and y is equivalent to 3 plus 2 is 5. So therefore, the solution of these two systems is at the coordinate 6, 5. Let's just try to have another example. Let's say we want to know the solution of y is equivalent to x minus 1 and 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. Again, yung una nating yung pangalawa nating linear equation is naka-general form. Naka-general form po siya. So, much better na isolve natin siya para maging kawangki niya para maging kawangki niya yung first equation natin na naka-slope intercept form. Okay, so here we have 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. Transpose 3x to the other side, we have negative 3y is equivalent to negative 3x plus 3, and then multiply everything by negative 1 para mawala yung mga negative, so we have 3y is equivalent to 3x minus 3y, because negative 1 times negative 3y is positive 3y, negative 3x times negative 1 is 3x, or positive 3x, and positive 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Now, again, we can multiply both sides by 1/3, or you could just simply divide both sides by 3. And whenever we are dividing this by 3, that is also the same as dividing every term by 3. Now, 3 divided by 3 is just 1. Let us just cancel that out. So, y is equivalent to 3 divided by 3, again, is 1. So, what remain here is x, and minus 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now, we are dealing with similar linear equations. An identical linear equations, meaning etong linear equation na to at saka itong linear equation na to pareho lang sila ng kinalalabasan. Therefore, it give us a hint na yung dalawang linear equations na to is what? They are coinciding linear equations. They are coinciding. And since they are coinciding, in other reference, they are so-called dependent linear systems. So, ayan. Or dependent systems. Meaning, kung ano yung solution, kung ano yung ordered pair that solves y is equivalent to x minus 1, those are the same ordered pair or solutions that also solve the second linear equation, 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. Sa madaling salita, pareho lang sila ng solutions. Whatever value of x or y they have. So, in graph, ganito po yung itsura nila. So, this is the line of y is equivalent to x minus 1, and this is also the line of what is this? The linear equation 3x minus 3y is equals to 3. Meaning, pareho sila ng solutions all the way. All the solutions of y is equivalent to x minus 1 is also the solution of 3x minus 3y is equals to 3. Kaya nga po sila tinawag na dependent linear system, because the solution of each linear system depends on the other system, and vice versa. Now, the question is, since they are dependent linear systems, meaning lahat naman ng solution niya pareho lang dun sa kabila. Anyway, they are just identical linear systems. Kailangan pa ba nating isolve sila using substitution or elimination? Well, sa totoo lang, kahit hindi na. Kasi alam naman natin na dependent linear systems sila. Basta tatandaan nyo lang po, nagiging dependent linear systems sila once they are absolutely identical to each other, or they are absolutely pertain to the same linear equation. But just out of curiosity, ano kaya yung magiging itsura pagka sinolve natin sila by substitution? So let us try. So we have the value of y here, which is the quantity x minus 1, And then let us substitute that value of y to this linear equation. 3x minus 3y is equals to 3. So we have 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. 3x minus 3 times the value of y is the quantity x minus 1. X minus 1 is equivalent to 3. So we have 3x. Now we're going to make use of distributive property here, ano? Ayan. So we have negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3 plus 3 is equivalent to 3. So here we could actually cancel those similar terms whenever possible. So ang unang papasok sa isip natin is to combine those similar terms, right? So ang mangyayari niyan ganito. 3x minus 3x is just 0. No need to write 0. So we have here 0. And then let us transpose this positive 3 to the other side. O para mas madali, kopyahin na lang muna natin. 3x minus 3x is equivalent to, let us transpose here positive 3 to the other side. That becomes negative 3. So we have 3, copy this 3, copy that, and then transpose this here. So we have negative 3. Now what happens is 3x minus 3x is 0. And 3 minus 3 is 0. Pagka ganito po yung pagka ganito po yung nagiging result nung solution natin, either by substitution or elimination, it will tell us or it will give us a hint or clue that the two systems are definitely dependent linear systems. So they are dependent linear systems, meaning they are coinciding or they are overlapping linear graph, o yung magkapatong na linear graph. Ano po? In the first place, hindi naman natin na kailangan isolve. As I've said earlier, kahit hindi naman natin na-isolve, tingnan nyo lang yung slope or tingnan nyo lang kung parehong-pareho magkawangking-kawangki sila nung second linear equation after solving or after transforming, then dun nyo palang masasabi na dependent solutions sila o dependent yung mga solutions nila or dependent linear systems po sila. But just out of curiosity, pagka po yung nagiging result, yung mga ganito po, 0 is equal to 0 or yung tinatawag natin sa math na identity property of equality, parang ganun po, ano? So whenever the result is an identity, it tells us that the two system is a dependent linear system. There's another way to do that. We can have, let's say, 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3, and the value of y is x minus 1. So we have 3x minus 3 times x minus 1 is equivalent to 3. We can have 3x minus 3x, negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3 plus 3. Ayan, is equivalent to 3. Pwede natin itong transpose natin to sa kabila. Tingnan nyo po kung ano mangyayari, ha. 3x plus 3, kasi pag transpose natin to, ang maiiwan ito na lang. So we have 3x and we have 3. That's equivalent to, whenever we transpose negative 3x to the other side, it becomes positive. So it becomes positive 3x plus 3. Now here, we could actually cancel these terms Why? Kasi pagka transpose mo naman yan, magiging negative naman po yan. And pagka naging negative yan, 3 minus 3 is just 0. So what remains here is 3x is equivalent to 3x. Now, what we're going to do is to divide both sides by 3. Divide this by 3 and divide this by 3. Cancel. So we have x is equivalent to x. Again, it is an identity property. Yeah, it's an identity property. Whatever the value of x on the first, it tells us na whatever the value of x on the first linear system is also the value of x on the second linear system. And if they are identical, therefore the resulting y is also identical. Yun po ang ibig sabihin yan. Now, ano naman kaya yung mangyayari pagka sinolve natin silang dalawa by means of elimination, or paano yung ginagawa? Okay, so we have here y is equivalent to x minus 1, and here we have 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. Ang gagawin natin, kailangan may makancel tayo, di ba? Yun yung objective ng elimination. Kailangan may makancel tayong isa, and para may makancel tayong isang variable, or at least isang variable, ang gagawin natin, kailangan magkawangki muna sila. So it would be better if we transpose here x, positive x, to the other side. If we do that, it becomes negative x plus y is equivalent to negative 1. Ayan. Ano nangyari? Wala lang, tinranspose lang natin si x sa kabila, naging negative x. Tapos copy y, tapos copy negative 1. Ayan po. And then, let us rewrite here 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. Ayan. So, medyo malapit na sila, no? Pareho na silang naka-standard form or naka-general form. Pwedeng ganun. Or vice versa. Pwedeng pareho silang, pwedeng gawin natin silang parehong slope-intercept form. O, depende po yun sa preference nyo. Pero, just in case lang, na gusto natin ganito yung mangyari, may kulang. May kulang pa. Ano pa yung kulang? Kailangan, magkaroon dito ng 3. At pagka ginawa natin yung, kailangan, i-multiply natin both the left and the right sides by 3. So, here, we are going to multiply both sides by 3. This transforms to negative 3x plus 3y is equivalent to negative 3. Ayan po. O bakit natin sila minultiply by 3? Para maging kawangking-kawangki talaga siya ni 3x minus 3y is equals to 3. Ayan. At saka para may makancel tayong isang term. So, let us now copy. Now, we are ready to add 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3. Ayan. So, here, negative 3x plus 3x, we'll just cancel them out. The same goes here. We have positive 3x minus 3y is just 0. Cancel them out. This becomes 0. And negative 3 plus 3 is also 0. Again, we have an identity property. And whenever we have an identity, it tells us, by solving, analytically, it tells us that the two systems y is equivalent to x minus 1 and 3x minus 3y is equivalent to 3 are dependent systems. They are dependent linear systems, or they are coinciding or overlapping linear systems. Remember, if the solution becomes 0 is equals to 0 or x is equals to x, the two systems has infinitely many solutions. It only pertains to a coinciding linear systems, which we call dependent systems or dependent linear systems. Let us try to have another example. Let's say we have y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12 and y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 9. In this example, kung mapapansin nyo agad, pareho sila ng slope. Ayan po. So the slope of our first linear system or linear equation is m sub 1 is equivalent to negative 2. Yung slope naman ng pangalawa, m sub 2 is also negative 2. Whenever their slopes are the same, if you could still remember from our previous videos, ano po, na whenever their slopes are the same, we have a hint, or we have a clue na baka yung dalawang system is either coinciding or they are parallel to each other. So we will try to look at their y-intercept or the value of b, which is 12 and 9. Ayan. Kung pareho talaga sila, meaning they are identical to each other, then we could conclude na yung dalawang system is coinciding systems or tinatawag nating dependent system. Pero by looking at their shifts, ang tawag kasi natin dito, mga langga, sa y-intercept, sometimes in other books, it is also referred to as the vertical shifts. Magkaiba sila ng vertical shifts o yung tinatawag nating y-intercept. And therefore, it tells us na etong dalawang system na to, these two systems are parallel to each other. So let us try to look at their graph. So this is y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12 and this is y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 9. Again, they are parallel linear systems or they are inconsistent system. Whenever they are parallel linear graph, they are referred to as inconsistent systems. Ayan. Inconsistent sila in the sense na wala kasi silang solution. Kasi itong dalawang linear systems natin, absolutely they will not meet each other. They will never ever intersect and therefore wala po silang solution. Wala silang common solution. So balikan lang po natin pagka po yung dalawang line intersecting, meron silang at most one solution. Pagka naman yung dalawang system is dependent or meaning coinciding, it has infinitely many solutions. And pagka naman po sila parallel, they have no solution. So dun pa lang dito pa lang sa pag-investigate pa lang natin sa slope niya at saka sa y-intercept niya, pareho yung slope, magkaiba ng vertical shift or magkaiba ng y-intercept, you could immediately conclude na yung dalawang system walang solution. Now, kailangan pa ba natin silang isolve? Sa totoo lang, hindi na kasi wala naman silang solution Pero just out of curiosity, kung ano kaya magiging itsura kung isolve natin sila by means of substitution. So let us substitute the value of y here, which is negative 2x plus 12. Ayan, that will be the value of our y. To y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 9. So y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 9. Substitute the value of y here. We have negative 2x plus 12 is equivalent to negative 2x plus 9. Ayan, pinalitan lang po natin yung value. And let us combine those similar terms. We transpose negative 2x to the other side. It becomes positive. Copy negative 2x. Transpose negative 2x. It becomes positive. Positive 2x. And then let us try to transpose positive 12 to the other side. It will become negative 12. So, copy positive 9 minus 12. Yan. So, here, cancel sila. They are 0. And 9 minus 12 is negative 3. Yan. So, in this case, 0 is equivalent to negative 3. Would you agree that 0 is equivalent to negative 3? Of course not. Of course not. So, 0 is actually not equal to negative 3. And whenever you have that kind of relationship and not equal, or kung sa ibang reference pa, it is a false equality, it is a false equality, by just solving it alone, you could conclude that the two systems are parallel, or parallel linear graph. And whenever they are parallel, they are inconsistent linear systems. Ayan. Let us try to solve this naman by elimination. So we have y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12. In this case, wala naman tayong imumultiply na dapat na iba pang number kasi meron naman tayong agad makakancel eh. Makakancel agad naman natin dyan si y whenever we subtract them. So we have y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 9. Pero sa ibang learner or sa ibang person na nagsosolve nito, mas minamabuti nila na i-multiply na lang to immediately by negative 1. So whenever we multiply that by negative 1, ang mangyayari niyan ganito. Negative y is equivalent to 2x minus 9. Ayan. Tapos, they proceed to addition. Ganun lang po kasimple. They multiply it to negative 1 and then proceed to addition. For what purpose? Para makancel yung y. Kasi y minus y is just 0. Now, negative 2x plus positive 2x or 2x, again, that is 0. And 12 minus 9 is just 3 or positive 3. Now, 0 plus 3 is 3. So, 0 equals to 3. Again, would you agree that 0 is equals to 3? Di ba hindi? They are not equal. So, in this case, we have a not equal situation. Not equal. Or, in other reference, they have a false equality. And whenever that happens, we could conclude that these two systems are inconsistent systems. And so remember, if the solution becomes a false equality or a not equal, meaning x is not equal to x, the system has no solutions. And whenever they have no solution on graph, they are parallel linear systems, or in other reference, we call them inconsistent systems. Okay, so let us try to have a few more exercises. We are going to determine the solution of the following system based on or employing substitution or elimination. So we have y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12 and y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. So by substitution, we can make use of this as the value of our y, and let us copy this. Y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. The value of y here is negative 2x plus 12. So that is negative 2x plus 12 is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. Oh, anong ginawa natin? Sinubstitute lang natin yung value ni y. Ito po. Yan kasi yung value ni y. Ayan. Value ni y. Pwede naman natin gawin the other way around. It will arrive at the same result. So here, we can transpose here. We can transpose negative 2x to the other side. O bakit hindi si 1/2 x? Wag lang si 1/2 x kasi si 1/2, pag transpose mo pa si 1/2 x, yung result magiging negative lang naman eh. Immediately. Pwede namang si negative 2x na lang. Ano po? Para maging positive siya. Para mag-a-add ka na lang instead of subtracting. Tapos, si positive 2, siya yung i-transpose mo. Instead na i-transpose natin si 12. Kasi magkakaroon lang tayo ng negative. Para magma-minus ka dun sa mas malaking number. So, ganito mangyayari niyan. Transpose natin dun sa kabila. Tapos, eto, na-transpose natin dun sa kabila. Ayan. So, we have 12 minus 2 is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2x. So we have 12 minus 2 is just 10. How about 1/2 x plus 2? So 1/2 plus 2 will become 2 and 1/2. 2 kalahati. And then change this to improper fractions. That becomes 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. That is the same as 5 over 2. So that is 5 over 2x. Yan. Now, evaluating this as a rational algebraic expression, so we have 10 is equivalent to 5x over 2. And then cross multiply, we have 2 times 10 is equivalent to 5x times 1. No need to write 1. 10 times 2 is 20 is equivalent to 5x over 5 over 5. Cancel. We have the value of x. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So 4 is equivalent to x, and therefore x is equivalent to 4. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos, syempre. We still have to look for the value of y. So we can make use either of the two linear equation. Pwede natin gamitin alinman dun sa dalawang linear equation. So gamitin natin yung una para mas madali. Y is equivalent to y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12. Y is equivalent to negative 2 times the value of x is 4 plus 12. Y is equivalent to negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 plus 12. Y is equivalent to negative 8 plus 12 is 4, positive 4. Therefore, the coordinate of our solution, or the ordered pair that solves both of this linear system, is at 4, 4. Here we go. That's the solution. X is 4, y is equivalent to 4. Ngayon naman, ang gawin naman natin, isolve naman natin siya using elimination. Tingnan natin kung pareho lang yung magiging result. Before that, ang maganda sigurong gawin is i-multiply natin tong linear equation na to into negative 1 para makancel mamaya yung y. Ayan. So this will become negative y is equivalent to negative 1/2 x minus 2. Ito naman, as is, y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12. Tapos, pwede na natin silang i-add. Now, y plus negative y, or y minus y, is just 0. Negative 2x plus negative 1/2 x. So, we're going to solve, negative 2 minus 1/2, ganun po. Or let us just copy their common sign, which is negative, and then let us add those numerical coefficient. 2 plus 1/2 is 2 and 1/2. That is the same as 2 times 2, 4, plus 1, 5. 5 over 2. So negative 5 over 2 x. Now 12 minus 2 is 10. That is positive 10. We subtract kasi magkaiba sila ng sign. Tapos we copy the sign of the term which has the greatest absolute value. Now in this case, let us transfer this term here to the other side of the equation. We have positive 5 over 2x equivalent to 10. And then let us evaluate this. That becomes 5x over 2 is equivalent to 10. Then cross multiply. Take note na, pag nagko-cross multiply tayo, si 10, although whole number siya, meron siyang over 1. Lahat naman ng numbers quantities, may mga over 1 yan. Hindi na lang sinusulat. So, ang magiging katabi ngayon ni 5x, pag nag-cross multiply po tayo, ang magiging katabi ni 5x is si 1. No need to write 1. 5x. Magiging katabi naman ni 10, si 2. 10 times 2. So, that is 5x squared. 10 times 2 is 20. Or kahit hindi na natin i-multiply. 10 times 2 over 5 over 5. We divide immediately both sides by 5. And cancel. 10 divided by 5 is just 2. So cancel this. It becomes 2. And then 2 times 2 is 4. X is equivalent to 2 times 2 is 4. O para naman dun sa mga asiwa, dun sa mga may mga maraming cancel, o pwede naman nating i-multiply. So, that becomes, copy 5x, 10 times 2 is 20, ganun din naman eh. And then divide both sides by 5. So, x here becomes, 20 divided by 5 is 4. Now, we're not yet done kasi kailangan pa nating hanapin yung value ni y. Again, to find the value of y, all we have to do is to substitute, ano? O kanina, ito yung ginamit natin. Subukan naman natin, ito naman yung gamitin natin. Tingnan natin kung pareho lang yung magiging result. So, we have y is equivalent to 1/2. The value of x is 4. Ito po yun. Plus 2. So, y is equivalent to 4 over 2. Because 1/2 times 4 is 4 over 2. Plus 2. Y is equivalent to 4 divided by 2 is 2. Plus 2. Y is equivalent to 2 plus 2 is 4. And there you go. So we have the value of x is 4 and the value of y is 4. Meaning, the coordinate 4, 4 solves both these linear equations. Y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12 and y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. Remember that if the slope of one system is a negative reciprocal of the other system, the systems are perpendicular to each other, or and they are also referred as a consistent system. So kung mapapansin nyo po yung slope nila, kung inyo agad papansinin kung ano nangyayari sa slope nila, yung slope ng unang linear system natin is m sub 1 is equivalent to negative 2. That is also the same as negative 2 over 1. Ano po? Yung slope naman nung pangalawang system natin is 1/2. So m sub 2 is equivalent to 1/2. So what is the negative of negative 2? The negative of negative 2 is positive 2, right? And the reciprocal of positive 2 is 1/2. So therefore, the negative reciprocal of negative 2 is positive 1/2. And whenever they are what is this? Negatively, the slopes of two linear systems is a negative reciprocal to each other. The two system is said to be perpendicular to each other. Hindi lang sila simpleng consistent lang or intersecting lines, perpendicular pa sila. Ganun po. So let us check if what happens to the graph of y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12 and y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. So this is the graph of y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 12, and this is the graph of y is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 2. And since their slope is a negative reciprocal to each other, negative 1 over m sub 2, therefore they are perpendicular. That is negative 2. Syempre, yung negative ni negative 2 is positive 2 at yung reciprocal ni positive 2 is 1/2. Therefore, these two system is said to be perpendicular to each other, wherein the angles formed by these two linear system is a 90-degree angle. Now, let us try to solve this two linear system by means of substitution. So we have y is equivalent to 2x plus 4, and we have a value of y here, which is 2x. So again, we have y is equivalent to 2x plus 4, and we will make use of this as our value of y, which is 2x. So that is 2x is equivalent to 2x plus 4. Now, let us transpose this 2x here to the other side of the equation. We have copy this 2x, transpose this, it will become negative 2x is equivalent to 4, and 2x minus 2x is 0 is equivalent to 4. So sa tingin nyo ba equal sila? Are they equal? 0 is equal to 4? No, they are not equal. So whenever they are not equal, it gives us a hint that these two systems are actually what? They are actually parallel systems or parallel to each other, and therefore they are inconsistent system. So remember, if the slope of one system is equal to the other system, so as you can notice here, their slopes are the same. Here, palitan natin ng kulay para makita nyo na maigi, no? The slope here is 2. And the slope for our second linear equation is, the slope is m sub 2 is also 2. So it gives us a hint na baka dependent sila o baka parallel sila. Or sa ibang reference pa kung sa ibang reference pa natin titingnan, baka dependent sila o baka inconsistent sila. Since magkaiba sila ng shift, yung tinatawag nating vertical shift, take note na meron tong plus 0. Hindi na lang nilalagay yung plus 0 dyan. Magkaiba sila ng vertical shift or magkaiba sila ng y-intercept. It tells us na they are parallel to each other. So whenever the system or the slope of one system is equal to the other system, the systems are either parallel, inconsistent systems, or coinciding, which is dependent system. And in this case, since hindi naman talaga sila absolutely the same, or they are not absolutely identical to each other, kasi magkaiba nga sila ng y-intercept or yung value ni b, magkaiba sila ng value ni b, therefore we could perfectly conclude na there are parallel systems. Sige nga, check nga natin yung graph nilang dalawa. Ayan. So, the graph of y is equivalent to 2x plus 4 is this pinkish here, pinkish line. And the graph of y is equivalent to 2x is this yellow line that intersects at 0, 0. Yung kanyang y-intercept. Ano po? And they are perfectly parallel to each other. Meaning, wala silang solution. Ayan po. Let us try one last example. We have y is equivalent to 3x plus 9, and we have negative x over 3 plus y over 9 is equivalent to 1. Yung isang linear system dito, nakaano siya, kung maalala nyo po, na-share ko to in one of my videos, siguro ko sa transformation, nakaano po siya, intercept form po siya. Kitang-kita dyan yung x and y intercepts. Ayan. So, if you want to solve this by elimination, kailangan, gawin muna natin siyang kawangkin ito. Ano po? So, how to do that? Let us solve this, and let us transform that into, what is this? Slope-intercept form. To do that, we are going to multiply this linear equation by 9. Para makancel yung 3, makancel yung 9. Lalo na yung 9 dito. O bakit natin multiply by 9? Again, yung LCD ni 3 at saka ni 9 is 9. LCD lang po yan. So, 9 times negative x over 3 becomes 9 divided by 3 is 3, right? Okay. So, we have negative 3x plus y over 9 times 9, that is the same as that is the same as 9 divided by 9. Ano po? Kasi ang mangyayari dyan, y over 9 times 9, that will become 9y over 9. Makakancel lang yung 9, di ba? So that is the same as 9 divided by 9. So, ang maiiwan na lang dyan is y. 1 na lang yan eh. 9 divided by 9 is 1 na lang. And 9 times 1 is 9. Okay? And let us transpose this term to the other side. It will become, maiiwan na lang dito is y. Transpose this, negative 3x, it will become positive 3x plus 9. Oh! May napansin ba kayo? O di ba, ang itsura niya, kawangking-kawangki siya nung ating first linear equation. So, no need to eliminate. Kasi ang mangyayari niya, pag in-eliminate natin, may eliminate lang lahat, di po ba? Magiging 0 is equals to 0 lang yan, or x is equals to x. It tells us na this linear system is dependent to this linear system, or vice versa. This linear system here is also dependent to this linear system. They are dependent linear system, or they are referred to as coinciding systems. Remember that if the slope of one system is equal to the other system, the systems are either parallel, which is inconsistent systems, or coinciding, which are dependent systems. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, pareho lang sila ng slope. Ano po? Slope here is 3. The slope for this is m sub 2 is also 3. At pareho din sila ng vertical shape, or pareho sila ng y-intercept, which is 9 or 0, 9. Ito rin yung y-intercept din niya after solving, di ba? After solving, we were able to discover that the y-intercept for the second linear equation is also 0, 0, 9. At pagka ganon, pareho sila ng vertical shapes, pareho sila ng slope. Therefore, we could conclude that they are what? Dependent systems. Ang nangyayari niyan kasi, nauuna lang yung slope. It gives us a hint na baka parallel sila or coinciding sila. Pag tiningnan nyo na yung y-intercept, at saka pa lang natin may ensure na dependent system sila whenever their vertical shifts are the same. So, check natin kung i-check na nga natin yung graph nila. Ayan. So, that's the graph of these two linear system. Magkapatong na magkapatong sila, or they are coinciding, meaning they have many solutions. All the points along this line is the solution of both these two linear systems. So I have here some few pointers for you to always remember whenever you are solving linear systems, either by substitution or elimination. Ano po? Lagi-lagi nyo pong tatandaan ito. If the slope of one system is equal to the other system, meaning pareho sila ng slope, tapos nung sinolve mo sila, and the solution follows an identity property, 0 is equal to 0 or x is equals to x. Nung sinolve mo sila, ang kinalabasan is 0 is equals to 0, o kaya naman x is equals to x. The system has infinitely many solutions, or they are referred to as coinciding linear graph. Pagka naman po yung kanilang slope pareho yung kanilang slope ng dalawang system, it will give you a clue na baka dependent sila or baka parallel sila. Pero yung kinalabasan is a false equality, meaning not equal, or x is not equal to x. Upon solving, nung ginamitan mo sila ng substitution or ng elimination, ang lumabas is not equal or false equality. Sigurado na tayo na sila ay parallel linear graphs, meaning they are inconsistent systems. Ayan. And pagka naman po nakakita ka ng dalawang linear system, na i-check mo muna kung magkaiba sila ng slope. Tapos i-check mo ulit kung negative reciprocal sila to each other. So whenever you encounter a negative slopes which is a negative reciprocal to each other, meaning the m sub 1 is yung yung counterpart niya na negative reciprocal, which is negative 1 over m sub 2. The two systems, yung dalawang system na yan, is said to be perpendicular linear graphs or perpendicular system, and they are referred to as consistent system. And consequently, if the slope of one system is not equal to the other system, so magkaiba sila pero hindi naman definitely negative reciprocal sila to each other, then the system has one solution. So either negative reciprocal sila to each other, or they are just not equal. The slopes are not just equal to each other. Therefore, they have one solution. Pag sinabing they have one solution, ang ibig sabihin niya mga langga, they are intersecting linear graph, or they are yung tinatawag nating consistent linear systems. Now, I'm going to leave a home quiz for you to answer at home. This will serve as your home quiz. Ano po? I want you to tell whether they are consistent, dependent, or inconsistent systems. Ang gagamitin nyo po is elimination. You can also make use of substitution. Feel free to use either of the two methods. Take note, you don't have to graph. You don't have to graph anything here. I just want you to solve these linear systems by means of elimination. And please tell kung sila ay consistent, dependent, or inconsistent systems. Yan.